What's up? Happy Sunday Super Bowl afternoon, my peeps. Hey, before I get started, I want to give a big shout out. I got a couple shout outs I got to get to. Then I'm going to hit y'all off with the little words of wisdom, and then I'm going to pop y'all off with what I wore today. I promised a subscriber I would hit him up, let him know. And DB don't break promises very often. So stay right there. This DB, and I'm about to take you behind the nonsense. Stick with me. So my shout outs go to my man, my brother, my man with the sunglasses on at night, Mr. Miami Cuddles. Thank you for bringing me in on a live session last night. I got to give a good shout out to my boy J Rock, aka Cali Review. Appreciate you, brother, for being a part of it. Got some good knowledge. You dropped some good wisdom. Thank you for being in and just jiving in, bro. It was a good session. I appreciate it. I almost got on with bedhead and no shirt. That would not have been good. They caught me by surprise. Nobody want to see DB without a shirt on. I promise you. All right, guys, listen. So we had a little discussion about 20 minutes ago. Got a big old order of decants I got to get out. I won't be rushing this, I promise you. But somebody said that there was an older gentleman. They're going through a divorce. What sprays can we get on? Listen, man, I want y'all to understand something, and then I'm going to tell you, just disregard everything and hear what I have to say, okay? No cologne, parfums, fragrances that you put on are going to get you, get panties dropping. Does that make sense? Listen, this is what gets panties dropping, okay? Now, DB ain't been an expert in this in a long time. I'm a married man, but nonetheless, you have to have a swagger, bro. You can wear any kind of cologne you want on the face of this earth. I know some colognes that smell good that make me go, But that's it. If you don't have the swagger, you don't have the charisma, and you don't wear it right, all it's going to get is compliments. Now, no cologne is going to get panties dropping, but there are some clones and swaggers together that quite could possibly get you away from a hands-down situation. Take it as you want. But seriously, man, ain't no cologne itself going to do that. It may get you noticed, but, man, you just got to pump the swagger, man. You got to go out there like you the man. You do. And if you're a chick, you got to go out there like, I own this thing. I mean, you got to do some RuPaul stuff and swag that thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm going to get to the scent I wore today. I promised the gentleman I'd get to this scent, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate over it. I don't care. DB is so used to hate. People say I'm done in this fragrance community. Well, I'm still here. That was a long time ago. I don't die away like that, fellas. Sorry. Old Marines, we just don't cuddle up in the corner and pout and cry, man. We come out, we attack what's in front of us. That's just who we are. That's how we're programmed. So, without further ado, or should I say, without further ado, bam! I got me some Dua Poseidon's Elixir 13ZZ. Now, this here is going to be an inspired inspiration for 13Z01, which is a batch of Aventus. It's a smoky batch of Aventus, but in my opinion, probably one of the better Creed Aventuses that they made. In my opinion, was the 13s. I think I can get down with some of the 14s and 16 batches. They tend to lend to the little smoky side. But this, my friends, here's where the hate's going to come in. I don't care what y'all say. DB's opinions. Don't believe me, try it for yourself. I love Club D Nuit Intense, man. If you want a bang for your buck that's going to get you close to Creed Aventus for a good price, Club D Nuit Intense, man, is the way to go. Period. Hands down. But if you're just looking for something that's the closest to Creed Aventus you can get, money really isn't an option, then this is for you. In my opinion, I've had 13Z01, and now you know I have this. I'm telling you, this is 95% plus spot on. I'm just telling you, God Almighty, it just There's that little, in this, the only thing that separates it is, in the Dua fragrance version of it, it is a tad bit synthetic. As everybody knows, Creed Aventus is very natural. That's why you have different batches of Aventus, because the longer you let it sit, some turn to a green, some stick to the regular color, some tend to lay low and get smoky a while, some tend to lay low and get more fruity a while. That's the unique thing about Creed Aventus. I see the drag, I see the pull, I understand why people want Creed Aventus. I understand the allure. If you're a Creed Aventus fanatic, you would want to own almost every one. But personally, I think you dumb shot in the head, because I'm not paying that much money for any Creed Aventus. Just ain't going to happen. My boy Cali Gent has a Creed Aventus. I might try to snag it. It was a pretty decent price. But, you know, you never know. You never know. DB's just not a huge Aventus fan. Maybe I'll be like other people and just want it as a trophy. Bam. This is it, man. I'm telling you, this is smoky. This lays on you. Once you get past the, this is a great 2-hour projection. It's going to give you 10 hours plus longevity. I personally, it's hard for me to want to downplay anything about Creed Aventus or this, but I go nose blind to it after the initial projection. So if I only get 2 hours projection, fellas, it dies after 2 hours to me. I will catch myself whiffing myself, but it's real strange to go up to somebody and say, hey, am I still smelling like Creed Aventus? Then you feel like you're either trying to nab the attention. Look what's behind me. Yeah, that's my... I didn't even know it was behind me. That's my boy's little Valentine's Day he had to do. My little 6-year-old had to do something for school. It looks good. I did not see that thing behind me. I'm slipping. But once you get past the synthetic part of this, guys, it is identical. Unless you are an Aventus connoisseur, unless you are a fragrances connoisseur, you're not going to know the difference. If you walk somebody past somebody who knows what Creed Aventus is, they're probably going to ask you, are you wearing Creed Aventus? 5 years ago, you probably wouldn't walk past somebody and say, are you wearing Creed Aventus? It wasn't quite as popular as it is nowadays. It's overwhelmingly popular, and a lot of people just know what it is. It's just overexposed. I believe it's overpaid and overplayed. That's just my opinions, man. I ain't gonna give you guys anything less but my honesty on here. So if you're looking for a Dua fragrance that's close to Aventus, they have a whole line of Poseidon's elixirs. You can get it all the way up 13 ZZs, 11 ZZs. They got it all. So right now, I do believe until the end of the day, Dua 25 at checkout gives you 25% off, and they put you in a big drawing to get like $100 worth of Creed Aventus. Dua put you in a drawing for $100 worth of Dua products. I'm not paid by that. I wasn't asked to do that. I just like to see stuff get passed on to other people. I'm passing it on. Happy Land Studios. If you go and put Happy Land 20 in the bottom of the checkout, you will get 20% off. I am working on a code as we speak of authenticity. If you put that code in there, you will get 5% off. I know it don't sound like much, but it's not expensive anyway. And it gives a chance for me to get followed. When those codes come out and it says DB05 or something, I think that's what he's working on, then it gets traced back to me. Not that I get anything off of it, man. Just shows that I'm producing something for him. Maybe the next time something comes out because he's working on a female fragrance, maybe I'll get that as well. Man, you never know. I'm not being paid by nobody. DB won't be paid nobody. DB does what DB wants to do. There are no puppets in DB's life. My wife has the only strings on me anybody will ever have, and sometimes those strings get tangled and I do what I want to do. No strings here. No buying here. I don't care what you send my way. I don't care. I do not care. You don't own DB. DB owns DB, and DB is going to say it like it is. You don't like it, don't subscribe. Get out. Don't come back no more. It's DB. I just took you behind the nonsense. Y'all have a great day. And guess what? Go 49ers.